Hello dear student, today I'm going to start the new topic, new chapter, that is Introduction to Visual Basic. Visual Basic is a high level programming language. First of all, we need to know what is a programming language. A programming language is a set of grammatical rules that we use to write some instructions, and these instructions we give to a computer to tell the computer to do some particular work. So a programming language is a set of grammatical rules, and we use programming language means we use the grammatical rules to write some instructions, and these instructions we give to computer for particular work to be done by computer. Now these instructions are collectively called a program. So you can tell that by using a programming language, we write some instructions, related instructions, and a collection of related instructions is called a computer program. And this computer program is understandable by computer and runnable by computer. Programming languages are categorized into two types: high level programming language and low level programming language. Low level programming languages are like machine level programming language, assembly language. And high level programming language, there are many high level programming languages like basic, visual basic, q basic, c++, java, python, etc., pascal, fortran, etc. In our syllabus, we have Visual Basic, the high level programming language, and object oriented programming language. In Visual Basic, in our syllabus, there is the Visual Basic version Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express, but it is not good Visual Basic software version for the student. For the student, I would prefer this. You know this. You see this? I would prefer this. This is the version of the Visual Basic, that is Visual Basic 6.0. It is a very important and vital and user friendly, student friendly Visual Basic software through which you can apply Visual Basic programming language to write the program. So I prefer my dear students to use Visual Basic 6.0, this version software, where you can write some programs that will be running very easily, and you can change code very easily. So this is the thing. Now I'm getting back to the part where I was. So Visual Basic 6.0 we will learn. Before Visual Basic software, we need to know what is Visual Basic. Here it is written, a Visual Basic is a high level programming language that offers a graphical user interface for designing and developing programs as compared to QBasic that offers a text only environment. If I need to describe Visual Basic, I can tell you a Visual Basic is a high level object oriented programming language that we use to develop graphical user interface oriented application programs or softwares. I'm repeating, Visual Basic is a high level object oriented programming language that we use to develop graphical user interface oriented application program or software. Visual Basic is also event driven programming language. Now in the last paragraph of this page, you can see the Visual Basic is called event driven programming language. What is an event? An event is an occurrence of some user generated action such as click, key press, etc. And in Visual Basic, the code statements are executed in response to the events. So student, remember this: in normal activity of computer, we do what? We click, left click, we do the right click, we do the double left click. Also we press the keyboard, press the particular key of the keyboard. So this left mouse key press, right mouse key press, then double left key press, then keyboard key press. These all are called events. And Visual Basic is a such kind of software that works based on these events. So Visual Basic is called event driven programming language. In Visual Basic, there is another term called IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. What is that? Actually, the first starting window of Visual Basic is called IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. Now I'm describing that with a very important and effective picture that you see. So I'm going to back here and I'm showing you this. This is the thing, this is the part. When you open the Visual Basic 6 window, you will get this window. This is the starting window of Visual Basic 6.0. Here you can see that at the left hand side you have toolbox or toolbar. At the top you have menu bar. At the middle we can bring form. This is called form. At the right hand side we can have project explorer. And under the project explorer we have property window. That means in a single window there are multiple parts: toolbox, menu bar, project explorer, form, and property window. And so the starting window of Visual Basic is called IDE, or Integrated Development Environment, where multiple environment, that means multiple parts. Here environment means part. Multiple environment means multiple parts are integrated together, and it is helping to develop an application or software. So it is called IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. So environment means this platform, and this environment, this platform is integrated. That means all the parts are together, and this environment is helping student and programmer to develop an application software. So it is called Integrated Development IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So you can remember that the starting window of Visual Basic is called IDE, or Integrated Development Environment, where we have toolbox, menu bar, form, project explorer, and property window. Now the next part is that after this, if we see normally, this is the normal window. Here all the parts are not described, but this is the original form of Visual Basic window. You can see, again I'm telling, at the top you can see file, edit, view, project, format, debug, run, tool, add-ins, windows, help. So this is the menu bar. At the left, this is the toolbar where we have many tools. At the middle, this is the form window, the form working window. At the right, this is the property window, or you can say it is the property explorer, project explorer. So it is the project explorer. At the top it is the project explorer. At this is the project explorer and form explorer. This is the property window or property explorer, and this is the form layout. That means when the form will be executed, the program will be executed, the form will be reflected at the monitor's switch point. So this is the form layout. So this is the IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. You can see this. So this is the thing. Now I'm getting back to the part where I was. So here I have told you about the basic part of Visual Basic, and in this case I want to show you this part, that in the Visual Basic, the starting of the Visual Basic, already I have shown you the starting of the Visual Basic, and this is this, that first of all we will get this window, then we will get this window, we'll click on standard exe, we will get this window, same as this window, same as this window, and same. Now I am going to tell about the toolbar in the next video. Okay, so